Welcome in, everybody, to the last edition of our Say It Out Loud Fantasy Sports. Football is about 3 weeks out. This will give you some time to go back, listen to our quarterback, running back. And then this week we're doing wide receivers, tight ends. We might even get into kickers and defenses. I got my man Pete Chobus in with me.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
So let's get into wide receivers first, then we'll get into the tight ends. First off, we're using lists from the Yahoo list. We're doing half-point PPR. And then that's the list you got to go off of, half-point PPR. So, Pete, let's start with you.
All right.
Who is too high on this list?
I don't know. I had a kind of a difficult time with this
I
one.
don't know.
Yeah, I mean.
Just start it off. I don't know.
Hey, I'm not sure.
All right, go ahead.
No, you're good. So I have Juju Smith-Schuster on the too high list. He's at number 10 right now. I mean, Big Ben's getting a little bit older. I understand, he wasn't there last year, but Big Ben's getting a little bit older. They still have James Washington and Deontay Johnson. I guess the question I have with him is he the number one option? Is he a number one guy? Because he was great as a number two guy right behind Antonio Brown when Antonio Brown was there.
Right.
But is he a proven number one guy? And I think 10 is just too high for him. I could put a couple other guys above him on this list right away. But, I just don't see it happening with Juju Smith-Schuster. Can't even say his name.
Yeah, I kind of tend to agree. You got guys like Amari Cooper, OBJ, even Adam Thielen. I know he's coming off injury, but he, like you said, he hasn't proven himself to be a true number one.
Right.
When Big Ben coming back, if he gets hurt again, you got to go back to the guy who got his head caved in.
Exactly.
Just Duck. His name. What's that dude's name? Duck.
Yeah, I forget. I know.
Whatever,
exactly,
but yeah.
Anyways.
So Juju Smith-Schuster.
That's what I got. Yeah, number
high.
10, I think that's a little too high for him.
I tend to agree. So I got A.J. Brown. So he's ranked 16th on here. Last year, coming off his rookie year, he finished 15th last year, and we all saw what kind of plays. He made some crazy plays with Tannehill.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my main concern is Ryan Tannehill.
Right.
I don't think he's going to repeat what he did going down the stretch.
No.
A.J. Brown, so he finished 15th last year. He's projected 16th last year. Okay. Makes kind of sense. But last year he had the second highest yards per catch at 20.2. He was second in the league.
He was just catching bombs.
Just catching bombs or catching slants and taking them to the house. He had a 93-yard touchdown. I remember that one. He had a bunch of big plays. And he was kind of an unknown guy at the time. So I think defenses will be more tuned into him a little bit and then let what's the other guy? Corey Davis?
Yeah, Corey Davis.
They're not too worried about him, so I think they'll focus a little. They'll put their number one guys on A.J. Brown next year. Fact.
But, the only thing that does open up him
Derrick Henry.
is Derrick Henry.
Right.
That's the only thing you really have to worry about. But if you're only catching the ball 4 or 5 times a game.
Right, so the TDs, he had 8 touchdowns last year, and only 84 targets. Played 16 games, 84 targets, 8 touchdowns. That's not going to happen. So similar like DJ Chark, it took him 118 targets to get 8. Even a guy like DeAndre Hopkins had 150 targets, only had 7 touchdowns. Okay. So I'm expecting a little bit of regression when it comes to touchdowns from A.J. Brown. So I have him he reminds me of Calvin Ridley. Remember Ridley's rookie year? He had 10 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Big year. Last year he came back to earth a little bit, 7. So I could see Brown doing similar things, but not getting as many touchdowns. Maybe even 5, 6 touchdowns with more number ones on him. So I have him finishing outside the top 30.
That's actually a really good point. I like that pick.
So I got him outside the top 30 when right now he's going top 16.
Ooh, outside the top 30?
Top 30. I think he's just gonna.
Tannehill.
You got Tannehill. The struggle
is
real.
bed?
Yeah, who's their backup now? Mariota's gone, right? It's
couldn't even tell you.
Who was that dude that he played a game?
You played a game?
I think he played last year. Welcome to
in the playoff
Sport.
in the playoffs?
Say It Out Loud Sports podcast. We don't know who the backup quarterbacks are.
Was it in the playoffs?
No, Tannehill handed the ball off the whole time.
Oh yeah,
he had 92 yards when he beat the Patriots. Derrick Henry's just running people over.
I know.
It's like I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, we got to figure that out.
All right, who's your guy that's too low?
The guy that is too low for me, I got A.J. Green.
Oh man,
yeah, because Joe Burrow is an apple.
I'm still
Joe Burrow.
Are you just bringing this up because I drafted A.J. Green in the second round last year, banking on him to come back, and he never.
Partially,
I held on the whole year.
Correct.
I had him the whole year. I finished the third.
Partially.
Third or fourth.
I mean, yes, it's a little bit of a sentimental pick because I'm so high on Joe Burrow. But, yeah, I mean, so let's see here. In his last 35 contests, he's averaged 78 yards per game. And let's see, 10.4 catches. He always catches a touchdown. So he's a touchdown gremlin. I mean, he just eats touchdowns. So with Joe Burrow, who's probably the best prospect since Andrew Luck, and then if you really want to like just double back and draft T. Higgins at the same time, you know, I mean, you're not taking a big risk in A.J. Green because the upside's always there with A.J. Green. If he stays healthy, buys into the system, they're going to be passing the ball because they're going to be down in games. So I really like A.J. Green. I think he should be higher. But as a fantasy owner, the only way I'm drafting A.J. Green is if I try and tie him up with T. Higgins or something like that.
Yeah, the what's Green ranked?
I think he's at number 29.
I love it. I drafted him in the second round last year.
Yeah.
I thought he was only about 4 weeks. I got shit for it the whole year, and I hung on to him because I'm like, if he comes back one game, because he is a monster when he plays.
Right. That's why if he's healthy this year with Joe Burrow, I'm telling you, he could be the ticket.
Well, it looks like back to the Titans real quick. The
Back to the
Blaine
Titans.
Gabbert, I believe, was their backup last year, and I just read they have the Pro Football Focus has them as the worst backup quarterback group in the league right now.
Okay.
It's Logan Woodside.
Logan Woodside.
Woodside or Wood.
Where's
Woodside.
he from? Hawaii?
It might be. He played good. He's a good college quarterback. He ran and stuff. But yeah, he's their backup.
Okay.
So if Tannehill goes down, AJ Brown's going to drop outside.
Yeah, he's depleted.
I think he's going to go in the top 30. Anyway, all right. So you got AJ Green as your too low. So my too low guys, Darius Slayton. And this is kind of a different argument. So he's ranked at 43rd, and it's funny because so I just talked about my too high is AJ Brown, and my too low is Darius Slayton. So Darius Slayton also had 84 targets last year, and also had 8 touchdowns. He had 4 less catches, but his average yards per catch was 15.4. So they had similar numbers, but you can get Slayton at 43, but AJ Brown's in the top 16.
Right.
So he obviously had a couple hundred more yards with the yardage difference.
So is Shepard the number 1 wide receiver?
Yeah,
right
Shepard and Slayton.
Oh, okay.
And then they got Golden Tate. So they have more weapons there. They got Saquon Barkley fully healthy, but I also believe they have a far better quarterback in Daniel Jones, which I'm high on this year. They're going to be in shootouts because their defense isn't great. Tennessee's got a pretty good defense. They're always in pretty low scoring games.
Right.
So I just think Darius Slayton he had the same pretty much real similar stat line to AJ Brown, and they were both rookies last year. Slayton only played 14 games, so he missed he missed 2 games, 2 game suspension. So he put up pretty similar numbers.
Where did he finish last year?
No, not great.
Not great.
Just normal.
But no, we talked about it on the last podcast, or the quarterback one. We were really high on the Giants QB.
Yeah, I think Daniel Jones is going to take a step forward. I don't know if he's on PEDs or what, but there's a picture that came out, and he looks like a monster.
Looks like Alex Caruso.
Yeah, I guess. Alex Caruso, shout out. But yeah, I like the Darius Slayton as kind of a sleeper, or is too low. 43. I mean, the wide receivers are. He's not even my sleeper. I got too low at 43.
Right.
And there's so many options at this
point. So
point.
he finishes in the top.
I got
25?
him top 25.
All right, I can see that.
Yeah, I'm not going to go top 10 or anything, but I could see him finishing in the top 25. All right, let's go
where's AJ Green? I mean, can he slip into that top?
He can if he's healthy all year. Yeah. He can go top 10. I mean, you got Schuster ranked top 10. You already said that. Who else we got? We got Allen Robinson. You got 2 Bucs receivers, which, I mean, that's high. They finished there last year, but to do that again, especially with Tom Brady, he likes to spread the ball around. Right. I don't know if they'll both get in there.
Yeah.
But AJ Green.
Is Godwin less effective this year because of Brady? Can Brady get him the ball?
Because Evans got
40 yards down the field. Can he throw it?
Well, that's Evans. Yeah, Evans is
Evans,
both of them.
Either way. Yeah.
But I think they'll just get the ball to their playmakers. I think they both are in the top 20 for sure.
Yeah.
They can both. But then you got Gronk, which we'll get to later in the tight end section. But then you got O.J. Howard. They added another receiver too. Third guy. And then they got Shady McCoy.
Yeah.
He likes to throw to running backs. I don't know. We'll see what they do. But I think both those guys take a little step back in the rankings at least. Maybe they flip-flop and take a step back. Like Evans finishes 5 and Godwin's 13, 14. I don't think they both.
Either way,
top
they're
10 though.
top 20.
Yeah, but yeah. All right, number one receiver. Is this kind of consensus? Is Mike Thomas? Would probably sound dumb if we went elsewhere. In a PPR, he finished 70 points ahead of everybody else. We could go.
Yeah.
I haven't finished in one. There's no question about it.
But who could be sneaky and slide into
No
the
one.
number one spot?
Who's two? We could go to who's your second ranked. I don't want to sound dumb. Thomas is going to get 200 targets.
Yeah.
He finished 70 points ahead. If you're going standard league, there would be some other options, but for PPRs,
he's not falling off on that offense.
Right. With Breeze, until Breeze is gone.
There's a reason why he's a 99 overall on Madden.
Even when and it's dumb because I hated how he called out. You see, like Devontae Parker and him were beefing. You didn't see that a while back? And Michael Thomas and Devontae Parker were going at it, and Devontae Parker's like, bro, you're into offense with Drew Brees, who throws to you every time. Of course you're going to get numbers.
Oh.
And they were beefing for a while on Twitter because I had Devontae Parker last year, and I loved him. He balled.
Yeah.
But he has a point. Like
I was surprised. He finished, 7th overall last year in fantasy wide receivers.
Like, if you put OBJ with Drew Brees.
Oh, yeah. Lights out. Lights out.
Like, he's had to play with Eli Manning, who can't throw the ball in wind.
Right. Couldn't throw the
It would just flip. It'd flip around.
Yeah.
It would be like, do flip around. Right. That's it.
Just
nothing.
Dying ducks. Throwing dead ducks.
All over the place. Especially towards the end of his career. He hung on for dear life. They're like, OBJ's probably...
Hey, but he's got, 2 Super Bowl rings?
Let's go. Straight hand. He did whatever. He made he'll make a couple good throws to Mario Manningham back in the day.
Yep.
He's made some good throws, but towards the end of his career when he's throwing to Odell...
Right.
Look at why Odell...
And then look...
his crazy catches, the one-hand snag.
Yeah.
Just throw it to him.
Throw it in the vicinity.
So I had to do a back handspring and catch it, flipping over goal lines.
Right.
Just get him the ball and let him work.
So what's wrong with Baker Mayfield then? Come on, man.
Yeah. Then the first year he goes, right? And then Mayfield's just erratic.
He's all over the place.
Because he missed the rookie year, right?
Yeah.
Mayfield did really good the first year. Like he was accurate. Then last year he gets a new weapon and he didn't know what to do with the ball. So, but you put OBJ with Drew Brees?
Yeah.
He's a 99 and Michael Thomas is a 28. Shout out Mike Thomas.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not going to disagree.
I watched
with
film on OBJ and they're like, dude, what? He's wide open. The ball's just sailing over his head.
So
it's pretty bad.
Well, with Eli Manning?
With both of them. Eli Manning is sailing into the ground, and Baker Mayfield is sailing over his head. Mike Thomas turns around, the ball's in his chest.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that. Hopefully Mayfield turns around because I like OBJ.
Yeah.
He's a little erratic mentally.
Yeah,
but I would be too, I think.
I think
I would be too.
For Mayfield. I'm rooting for Mayfield. I really like Mayfield, but good God, that was terrible.
No, but think about if you were OBJ. And you're seeing all these guys prosper around you. You turn around, and like the ball's in the stand. The ball's just gone. Yeah. It's like a magic trick. Yeah. The ball's in the stands before you turn around.
Yeah, you bust your ass all year long to be that good, and you're athletically gifted, and you can't get the frickin' football.
You turn around, the quarterback sacked because the O line's bad, or whatever. Breeze is always
just be frustrating.
Yeah. So anyway, Mike Thomas, whatever. Mike Thomas, number one. Who's your number two guy? I know we didn't.
I don't know. So I could go Julio Jones with this one just because I love his game. I love his route running. I like Matt Ryan, but the only reason I can see maybe Julio Jones taking the number
finished
2 spot.
3 last year.
Right. If he can get in the end zone more. I don't think he caught – I don't even know how many touchdown passes he caught last year, but it wasn't a whole lot.
No, it's always like 2 in a game and then 0 for like 5 weeks.
Right. But no, I could see Julio Jones sneaking up into the number 2. What's he, number 3 right now?
Yeah, he finished 3 last year. He's ranked 3 this year.
Yeah, so
even like the crazy. So last year he had 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, I don't know.
Year before that he had 8. Year before that he had 3. He just doesn't count. Because they don't. Well, number one, they don't even throw him the damn ball when they're on the goal line.
Right.
Because he's a decoy. I mean, they send 3 people at him, so it's tough to get him. But I don't know.
But I feel like if he starts catching him, I mean, obvious thing is if he starts catching touchdown passes, he's gonna finish.
Well, if he starts catching, he's the one guy I think that even would have any chance at one.
Right.
This is like there was,
and it sure as hell ain't Devontae Adams.
And they always throw they throw fade routes to him, but Matt Ryan isn't the greatest at fade routes. He throws it out of bounds.
Right.
Like if I'm throwing to Julio Jones, don't throw whatever you do. Don't throw it out of bounds. Right. I don't get it.
Let me make a play on the ball in the corner. But yeah, that's the guy I see maybe creeping up
at 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see.
I know
Tyreek.
That's not a reach.
No, Julio. I think. I mean, it's either him or DeAndre Hopkins. I think in that offense, I think he's going to get a lot of touches.
Yeah,
they run. They go
I'm not
fast.
Sure I trust Murray's arm yet.
No, but Hopkins isn't like. Well, he's a long ball guy too, but he runs a short route just like very well.
Yeah,
I don't think he's just going to be like
so herky jerky.
And they run so many plays per. They just get up the line and go, 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 go.
Right.
So I think he would be the only other guy. Him, Devontae Adams, I think Green Bay is going down. I think he's kind of high as well. I mean, he's got the talent. And then he was hurt last year.
Yeah.
But Green Bay drafting Jordan Love and a running back.
I'm kind of with you on this one. I'm not very high on the Packers at all this year.
I think Adams will probably finish top 10, but not 2. All right, so
who's wide receiver number 2 for the Packers? Valdez-Scantling?
Marquez, that's your boy. What are you talking about?
Oh, man.
Scantling?
I was trying to rip him all year
Scandalous
last year.
Scantling?
Yeah. It was brutal. He had like 2 good games, and I just so happened to start him in those.
Well, they had
2 games.
Against me. Yeah. It was 14-2. Both my losses were it was terrible. You got Geronimo Allison.
Oh, and Lazard.
Oh, he's probably the number.
Yeah. Lazard's nice.
All right, I'll take Hopkins number 2, and you got Julio.
All right,
just officially.
Hopkins. Really?
I'm taking Hopkins.
I don't know
because I think he's going to get the catches. He's going to have a ton of catches in the offense because their defense is. Well, I guess so is Atlanta. Well, man, I don't know that they're playing in the Saints division and Tampa.
They're going to be throwing the ball.
Either way, I think it's Thomas and then either Hopkins and Julio or Julio and Hopkins.
Fair enough.
I mean. There's not really a ton of other guys.
I mean, and one guy that could
Amari Cooper.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Amari Cooper could slide up. I mean, he's obviously number 12, but
we both had Dak number 1.
Yeah.
But I just attribute it to all the weapons, kind of similar in Tampa. Like I think Dak's going to throw it to Zeke, throw it to
got a lot of mouths.
Amari, throw it to CeeDee Lamb, throw it to Michael Gallup. There's a lot of people.
Gallup's nice,
and not to mention Dak's running.
Right.
So that's why I have him at 1.
Yeah.
All right, we're on wide receivers, though. All right, who's your – you want to go sleeper or do you want me to go sleeper first?
Go for it.
All right, bro. This one's – I got the number 72 ranked wide receiver.
All right.
He's a rookie out of Baylor. 6'3" red zone target for Sam Darnold. Denzel Mims. Mimsies. He's coming out of Baylor. The Jets lost Robbie Anderson. They don't have that guy.
Oh, yeah, he's on Carolina now?
He's on Carolina. He's gone. They still have Jamison Crowder, which is kind of the PPR guy. He's going to catch 10 balls for 45 yards and a touchdown.
Right. Yeah.
But I think Denzel Mims can come in and make an immediate impact. 6'3", he's a big red zone target. He got 8 and 12 touchdowns his last 3 years at Baylor. He played 4 years at Baylor, so he's a grown man. Like he knows what he's doing. He's made some crazy. I loved at Baylor. They go through receivers. There's so many receivers at Baylor, so like they don't get 20 touchdowns like a guy at Oklahoma. But every Baylor receiver, they use 10 of them a game. But I like Denzel Mims.
The expert consensus ranking on this guy, the worst is 103.
It's fine.
Yeah.
What's the best?
Best 34.
34. See, that's maybe me. Maybe I think he could finish in the top 30. Darnold's a gunslinger.
Right.
Jets are going to be awful.
Yeah.
Defensively, they got half.
They're going to be throwing the ball.
Jamal Adams is gone, right? A couple guys opted out. They're going to be throwing the ball. Darnold hopefully doesn't catch COVID. We already talked about this on a previous one. Got mono last year, making out with everybody.
Yeah.
And then if he catches COVID, then we got. I don't even know who. I don't want to know who their backup is.
He's just been hanging out with Lou Williams or what?
Yeah, they're all going to Magic City and getting the lemon pepper Lou Williams wings. But yeah, I think Denzel Mims has a chance to finish in the top for sure. In the top 30, he's a number 1 guy. Crowder, I wouldn't say Crowder's a number 1 dude just because he's the number 1. He's probably gonna get the most targets,
right?
But I think Mims has a chance to really. I think he can break like 10 touchdowns.
Crowder's kind of the guy where he's not a big play guy. He's just a good route runner that gets you solid 8, 9, 10.
I could see Mims at a ceiling getting 10 touchdowns this year. Kind of similar to
what
like a
was
Mike
his-
Williams.
What was his 40 time?
Dude, I didn't go that far. He's fast.
I'm kind of curious.
He's not great at route running. I know it doesn't bode well for sleep. But we're talking about sleepers here, not greats.
All right.
I could see him getting like 10 touchdowns. Darnold throws the ball a lot. They don't. Who else they throw it to? Le'Veon?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Clay Herndon?
Herndon.
Herndon, that was my guy. Him and Green. Dude, I had those two on my roster last year for the whole season. Finally had to.
And what's he? Freaking 72. Okay.
72. I went pretty deep
I
on
can
the
see it.
sleepers.
I can see it.
So, yeah, that's who. Darnold needs his target. Robbie Anderson's gone. 6'3" target. Knows how to box out and catch touchdowns. So I got Denzel Mims as my sleeper. I got him finishing. I'll go inside the top 40.
No,
it's like
I like top 30.
Top 30?
Yeah.
That's our wide receiver 2 territory?
Consensus says 34.
That's still outside. So we got a wide receiver 3. I'll say inside the top.
He's a plug-in bye-week guy
Yeah.
on a good matchup.
With a potential with a monster season. Because, they play Buffalo, but then you got New England.
Yeah.
Their defense, half their defense opted out also. And then you got the Dolphins. And they're just going to be in games. Darnold's going to be thrown. So I got Denzel Mims.
I like it.
All right, go ahead. Who's your sleeper?
So, as you guys know, I always have been ripping this guy. But it's Michael Pittman Jr. for the Indianapolis Colts. He gives Phillip Rivers, another big body, kind of, he's 6'4", 223 pounds. Similar build to what, Phillip Rivers had in the Chargers with Vincent Jackson. So I think giving Phillip Rivers, we all know the guy just freaking slings the ball anyways. Close his eyes, sling it. He'll just toss it up to Michael Pittman. And I think what Pittman is number 65. So, Pittman's going to play on 2 wide receiver sets with T.Y. Hilton, Paris Campbell, and three wide receiver sets. And we know the ground game's going to be there with Marlon Mack. So I think that just opens up everything else for a guy like Michael Pittman Jr. Just a big target. All you have to do is just chuck the ball up.
Yeah, they were talking about Mike Williams. Williams with Rivers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he had 8 to 10 touchdowns his rookie year.
Right.
Similar body, similar offense.
So it's perfect for Rivers.
Right.
So I see Michael Pittman, with a lot of upside in this offense. So I think maybe finishes in the 20, 25 higher, than 65. So I got him, inside the top 40.
Yeah, similar. They got the best 33 versus 116.
Yeah.
Like they got Paris Campbell ranked ahead of him by 2. I would bet that Pittman finishes ahead of Paris Campbell.
Right.
All right, let's play a little game I just made up right now.
All right.
Oh no, let's do this one first. All right, start, cut, or wait, cut 1. You got 3 for me?
Yeah, I got 3. Want me to give them to you now?
You go first.
All right, all right, you got start, and cut 1. So I got Tyreek Hill.
And this is not fantasy. This is in real game. Like, who do I want?
Right.
Okay. If
You're the
I'm the
GM.
quarterback?
Yeah, okay, you're the quarterback.
Or who's the quarterback? Because that kind of matters. All right, go ahead. Give me the receivers first.
No, you're the quarterback.
Me?
Yeah, if you had to choose who to throw the ball to.
Okay.
Is it Tyreek Hill, Chris Godwin? I kind of know your answer now. I shouldn't have put this guy. Odell Beckham.
Oh, Tyreek Hill.
That's the guy you're throwing
Yeah,
the ball
because I can't throw it that far. I'll say hike and he's already 40 yards.
to. Okay, well then.
All right, so let's pretend I'm not throwing
Aaron
it.
Rodgers is the
All
quarterback.
right. So Tyreek Hill, OBJ, or Godwin?
So it's the 2 fastest receivers in football. And then you got the.
I don't think that's an accurate statement. Tyreek Hill's 100. Tyreek Hill's fastest. Who's the other fastest?
Chris Godwin's up there.
He's not. No, there's another guy.
No, Chris Godwin is up there.
Really?
I
No,
guarantee you.
I feel like. All right. Well, we'll pretend for this while I Google this.
All right.
But I would take out Tyreek Hill.
And keep Chris Godwin and Odell Beckham.
Yeah, I think Beckham's the bet. Like one of probably the best talent. Him and like Julio.
So you're cutting
then,
Tyreek Hill?
Yeah, he gets hurt and he's not the big target. He has to be like I guess he does go up and get the ball.
He does. He's a
pretty
beast.
good.
He's a beast.
He's a question. I guess
I don't know.
Beckham, dude, that's a tough. So I'm keeping Godwin 100% because he feels like he's a grown man. Like he knows what he's doing. He's not been in any drama. Right. So now we're at the thing about we're either taking OBJ who's on the sidelines fighting like nets,
Right.
Or you got Tyreek Hill, who has allegations off the field also, and he gets hurt. Like, what do I want?
Which one? Yeah, which one do you want?
I kind of want the mental guy. I don't want you suspended. Like, you can be crazy.
So you're taking Godwin. That's your first
I'm
pick.
taking Godwin. And then I'm deciding on, like, off the field crazy. I guess Beckham has his off the field stuff too, but that wasn't even. He was in Mykonos with a stripper or something, right? Or something. Or he was on the boat.
Yeah, he's on the boat. Yeah,
and he was with the stripper in bed during off season.
I mean,
that's your person. Whatever.
Yeah,
you can fight nets, and you can want the ball, but I feel like when he gets the ball, on the field, it's crazy.
But Tyreek Hill, if he touches it, it's gone. He's gone.
Yeah, he only fits with like 5 quarterbacks, though. You have to be able to throw the ball 70 yards.
Right. Yeah, so if you have Aaron Rodgers.
Would you
rather pair up Aaron Rodgers with Odell or Tyreek Hill?
Odell. I would take Odell and Godwin. Flyreek.
So we're cutting Flyreek.
I'm cutting Flyreek.
And he's, the number
3 or something in fantasy.
Number 4?
Dude, I just think he reminds me of so much of, like, remember Percy Harvin?
Did you look up Godwin?
Remember Percy Harvin?
Godwin is one of the fastest, I'm telling you right now. I'm sticking by the statement.
At it. All right, so, but look at, like, Percy Harvin. Remember how good he was?
4'2".
How tall is Tyreek Hill?
I don't know.
So he can jump, though. But I'm saying, like, these fast little, like, Brandon Cooks. Cooks is a beast, and then he got hit in the Super Bowl and almost, like, died.
Right.
He's got a straight. He has been the same since.
Yeah.
Like, these little guys, if you get hit one time,
right,
it's not fun.
Yeah, no, I can.
And then it's like injury. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the tiny guys. I just don't trust.
So you just compared
Long-term.
Tyreek Hill to Percy Harvin?
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
How is that? What do you mean? Percy Harvin's a beast. That fool made so many crazy plays. Tyreek Hill's been doing this for 2 years.
Same. No.
Is Harvin bigger?
No.
Tyreek Hill looks like he's about 4'3" on the field. He looks like a little guy.
Let's see. Tyreek Hill height.
Oh, this is
He's
cool.
5'10".
How tall is Percy Harvin?
4'2".
No, he's not.
Let's see. Percy Harvin height. Wait. Oh, shoot. 5'11".
Oh, cool.
5'11". 5'11", 184 pounds.
Tavon Austin. 49ers reportedly signed 2 of the NFL's fastest receivers to replace Deebo Samuel. J.J. Nelson and Tavon Austin.
J.J. Nelson.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. All right. Okay, so I'm taking those 2. Here's your cut. Start cut. You got to cut one. Michael Thomas. I went top of the food chain here.
Yeah.
I did Michael Thomas, Julio Jones, and OBJ. OBJ must be a common theme. You got to talk about OBJ.
He's already there, man. He just, like you said.
I'll give you a different one. Just do those 3.
No, I like that.
You like that one?
Yeah, because, I mean, I think I'm going to cut.
I feel like I swayed.
You might have swayed my opinion on this.
On Thomas?
Yeah.
Julio, in my opinion, is the best receiver in football.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree
he goes
with you
to
more.
any team and, like...
He's going to be a beast, no matter what.
Right.
He makes Matt Ryan good.
I hope Mike Thomas hears this and just comes after us. He's going to throw a fit, too, because like, I'm a 99 on Madden. And they updated it.
God, I think I would cut Michael Thomas. I mean, right off the hinges here.
Yeah.
Because I'm going with the better athlete and the better player.
Do you know what's even crazier?
Is Odell Beckham.
Michael Thomas isn't even the 3rd best wide receiver in football.
So it's Odell. Julio.
I got Julio.
And DeAndre Hopkins?
I have Julio at 3. I have D-Hop at 2. I might even switch OBJ at 2. OBJ, I think, might be 2. Those 2 are so close. I think Julio's clear-cut number 1. And then I got Hopkins and OBJ at 2 and 3.
Okay.
And then I guess Michael Thomas. Until you go, like, you can't.
Yeah, go somewhere else, and then let's talk about it. He catches.
Drew Brees throws it directly to him every time.
Put him on the Patriots right now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cam.
But
you get
Cam Newton's at least going to give Odell Beckham the ball because he's going to throw it in that vicinity.
But no, don't get me wrong. Michael Thomas will catch it if it's in the vicinity. But it's been so easy for him. Like there was a thing the other day, and it's like, look at this throw and catch by Brees and Thomas, and Brees threw it.
in the breadbasket.
Right in the he didn't catch. Look at this. How about look at this throw and that's it.
Right.
Like you Thomas.
If you drop that, you look like a numbskull.
Then you're garbage.
Right.
Get out of here. So yeah, I think basically that whole segment was hate on Michael Thomas.
Yeah, I think you convinced me of that.
But with fantasy wise, he's gonna
in that offense with Drew Brees
as a receiver. That's the 99 shouldn't go off fantasy stats. Just go off what you do on the field.
Right.
And if Michael Thomas ever gets hurt, pretty sure Drew Brees is gonna be okay.
Right.
Because I think every receiver can catch except for
Laquan Treadwell.
Oh boy. No, he can't. Who's that guy that they had videos of him catching, dropping a baby? Do you know what I'm talking about? No. That was like, oh no, who was
Where
it?
do you see this shit, man? I don't get it.
Oh, Nelson Aguilar. Remember he kept dropping balls and everybody's like, there was a video of him and he was like,
he dropped a baby?
No, not it was like it was
like a
clip.
meme? Okay.
Yeah. And dude, it was brutal because that's why he got cut from the Eagles because the fans in Philly just kept shredding.
Kicked him out, booted him straight out of town.
Yeah,
Nelson
salty baby catching video. Unlike Aguilar, Philadelphians catch babies thrown from buildings. He fumbled the ball against Detroit. Philly man saves babies in fire. Where was Nelson Aguilar?
Oh my gosh, those Philly fans are ruthless.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. So yeah, Nelson Aguilar. So yeah, if Nelson Aguilar goes with Drew Brees, maybe he's not Mike Thomas. But you put OBJ with Brees,
right?
Okay. All right. Enough with the wide receivers. So a little recap. Too high, I got AJ Brown. Too low, I got Darius Slayton. Number one fantasy is Mike Thomas. Number one in real life is not Mike Thomas. The sleeper of mine is Denzel Mims from the Jets. All right. You got too high is who's your too high? I didn't write yours down. You got to do a quick recap for me like I did.
I know. Sorry, man. I got too high, Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju.
And too low, A.J. Green. And my sleeper was Michael Pittman Jr. Obviously,
Same thing, Mike Thomas.
Mike Thomas.
All right, so that's it for wide receivers. There's so many receivers to go off of, but we're going to get into tight ends now. So we'll do the same thing with tight ends. Let's go with... We'll do with the. I guess we'll just go into too high. Who you got too high in your rankings?
Too high. I got Austin Hooper right away.
Hooper.
Got Njoku still there. There's a lot of mouths to feed, and who knows how Baker's going to perform this year. I mean, you got Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry. Obviously, that could open things up for Austin Hooper, but I just don't really see it happening. Plus, you got Nick Chubb, so you got to establish the ground game.
And Hunt.
And Hunt. So, I mean, they're pretty stacked. I like them this year, but, God, it all depends on what Baker Mayfield does. And I don't see Austin Hooper. They got him at number 11. I just don't see it, especially with Njoku, still there. Why is Austin Hooper at number 11?
Yeah, there's way too many mouths to feed in that offense, man.
You got to spread. Baker's going to spread the ball around, but he's not going to look for Austin Hooper.
Well,
I mean, was it that good, or was it just Matt Ryan not having time in the pocket and then having to throw it to Austin Hooper? And then we still got a little bit of both. Yeah,
but you got like you said, they had they had Julio and Ridley, but I think Ryan's more adept at throwing to the tight end. I don't know. He had an awesome year. He balled out last year, but I think it's too high. I tend to agree.
Number 11? I don't know. Maybe outside the top 15. He only drops down a little bit.
He finished 6th last year. He only played in 13 games. But that was in Atlanta. And they throw the ball a lot.
Right. I don't know.
And then you got Chubb.
I think Baker's going to look to get the ball to the outside. He's going to get it to his weapons. I mean, he's obviously going to establish the ground game. Like you said, they got Hunt and they got Chubb. So they're going to throw it outside to Beckham and Landry. I mean, Hooper might be nice, but I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see how that works out.
What do you have, like 15 to 20 range?
Yeah.
Not top 5. There's guys behind him, like you look at Jared Cook in New Orleans.
Right.
Higbee.
Yeah. Gronkowski's there.
Yeah, there's some other guys in there that you like look at.
Noah
like,
Fant.
No, I don't believe that they're Hooper level. All right, so my two high guys actually Rob Gronkowski at
Really?
12. So
He's never healthy.
I mean, he's coming back. He's in Florida. I read this thing the other day. He's not in Florida shape. He's just bigger. They got so many weapons. I mean, you think about it, they got Evans, Godwin, Gronk.
But he does have that reputation.
But they got OJ. They got OJ Howard.
OJ Howard.
I think they still got Cameron Brate as a third guy.
Yeah.
They brought in Shady.
I like Brate. Brate's a good tight end.
They got especially in the red zone.
Yeah,
that's where Gronk's at too. But I just think they're going to try to utilize him. They'll utilize him, but I just don't think they'll. I think they'll rest him more than utilize him. Like they'll save him for like the playoffs.
Red zone and in.
Red zone, like yeah, he'll be there, just kind of almost like a decoy. I just don't see him beating out guys like Gesicki. I think Gesicki's going to have a good year in Miami.
Just based on
Noah Fant.
Noah Fant.
Noah Fant's a beast. Hawkinson's going to come back. He's healthy this year.
Yeah.
In Detroit, you got who's right behind Jonnu Smith.
Dude, he went out with a blaze.
The first year?
Yeah.
No, the first year.
Hawkinson. He was blazing.
Was this his rookie year last year?
I'm not sure.
Came out.
I think it was.
No, he started off. You mean?
Yeah, he started
first year. I was trying to trade for him.
He's
had like
torching
3
tits.
touchdowns
It
in
was
the first 2
crazy.
weeks.
I'm like, oh my God, who is this guy?
And then he got hurt or something. So you got him, Jonnu Smith. Finally, Delaney Walker's gone. Now, he's been there for years holding Jonnu Smith.
The guy's a freaking fantasy
and
zombie.
Dallas Goedert, Jack Doyle, all these guys right behind Gronk, where I could see them passing Gronk and Gronk finishing out. I haven't finished outside the top 20 for sure.
Top 20?
I got him outside of top 20.
Oh,
no doubt.
So hard.
He's just.
I just
think his usage rate isn't going to be there, so I think he's going to be. He'll be effective.
Touchdown,
like targets. He might get some touchdowns. He's not going to get target. He's not going to get a ton of targets.
So you're
going to come in and just swoop up Mike Evans and Chris Godwin's targets.
Right. So you're just banking on him. You put him in hopes he gets touchdowns.
Yeah, the Mets maybe as your bye week. I wouldn't have him as my first tight end at all.
Because you like O.J. Howard that much more.
No, because I like the other guys.
Okay.
I'm not going to have either one of them as my number one tight end.
But he has that.
The connection with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Just I think it's too high. I would have him at like 20 to 25.
That's it. That's a good. I can see it, but I just
because the rest
it's too hard for me to bet against Brady and Gronk.
If you
kind of go
Gronk,
hand in hand,
I would say to wait and try to trade for him like 6 games in because I think he's going to start off slow.
People love names.
I think someone's going to draft him decently high.
Yeah,
and then they're going to get mad at him because he's not really performing the first couple weeks.
Right.
Maybe he has a good week 1.
So be a good bye week play.
But wait till like week 8, 9, then try to trade for him. Because I think as the year gets closer to the playoffs, I think he puts up better numbers when the games mean more.
Right.
So I think Bucks will win games, but I think down the stretch they're going to need him more to take the pressure off the outside.
I like that. That's
it sucks that we're in the same league.
I know.
And now I got another guy in here listening. And I'm sure some other people listen. It's terrible. So don't take my advice. Draft Gronk and then
draft him high.
Draft him high. All right. So let's go too low. Who's your too low guy?
I got Noah Fant. I think he's number 14.
Yeah.
And he's a big athletic playmaker. He's a monster. I think he is he's at 14, like I said, but I think he has top 10 upside. I'm pretty sure with Drew Lock at quarterback and his athleticism, I know, and they got Judy.
They added Judy, Sutton's back, and they added KJ Hamler from Penn State.
Right. So, I understand there's mouths to feed, but young quarterbacks love tight ends.
They're going to be in shootouts, too, because they play Kansas City twice.
Right. So, Noah Fant, I could see drafting him, and you take zero risk getting the guy. He's a 14th ranked tight end who has, like I said, top 10 upside. I really think that I think the Broncos are going to be competitive all year long.
Yeah, Locke went 4-1 last year to end the season. I think his only loss was Kansas City down the stretch. He went 4-1 down the stretch. Fant had a couple 100-yard games.
Yeah,
and no, I agree with you. I think Fant could. I think he could finish probably like 8, 7, 8.
Yeah.
He has top 5 talent, but you're looking at Kittle, Kelsey, Waller, and those guys. I'd probably say like 7 to 9 range
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. I think he's got the top 10 upside just based on pure athleticism and a young quarterback who loves, they love to throw their freaking tight end. So
I would take Fant over Gronk all day. Oh, every day.
Yeah, I don't
14
know.
and 12. I mean, that's my two. We're going your too low guy versus my too high guy. So,
Right.
I mean, it makes sense for me to say that.
Right.
All right. My two low guys, Irv Smith Jr. He's ranked 23rd.
Minnesota.
Yeah, 23rd. Kyle Rudolph's just getting older. Just a slow white guy, just trucking along, catching touchdowns.
He was such an upset. Every year, I swear, I drafted him like 2 years in a row, and he's always just disappointed me. I couldn't stand the guy at one point. I'm like, man, I don't like this guy.
I mean, I think he
started getting personal.
He has a soft spot in Minnesota Vikings fans' hearts because he keeps catching like game-winning touchdowns. He got the game winner against the Saints last year.
Squat for fantasy. If you're a fantasy owner, that guy's trash.
He catches a touchdown every 2 weeks. He had 6 touchdowns.
Shit, it felt like every 4 weeks.
So last year they had similar numbers as far as targets. Both of them had 94. Wait, what they have? I lost it.
See, that's a crazy.
So Rudolph last year they had similar targets.
Mm-hmm.
Rudolph had 6 touchdowns. Irv Smith has 2, but we all know Irv Smith's going into his second or third year.
Yeah,
and we saw his athleticism displayed in the national title game for Alabama.
6'2".
It's time to get him the targets. Have Rudolph be the second guy. Get the ball to Irv Smith. Stephon Diggs is gone. They're gonna, they want to run the ball, but with Diggs being gone, they got Justin Jefferson. I just think it's Irv Smith's time, and I think he can finish in the top 15 range.
Okay.
So he could be a good, depending on your matchup. If you got a flex or whatever, or your tight end gets hurt, I don't have him like in our. I mean, we're playing a 16-team league, so I have him as tight end 1 in our league. Top 16.
Irv Smith,
CE1 coming in.
See,
you like
this
that?
is why I love. I like drafting Kelsey or Kittles because then I could just plug him into the lineup every week and don't have to worry about it.
Right.
I love.
No, it's tough.
Look at the last 3 years. I think I drafted Kelsey two of them, and then I think the year before that I had another top tier tight end.
Ertzen for a Squirtson or something?
It might have been. I can't remember, but I've always drafted. I don't like to play the tight end game. Base it weekly. Give me the top
I have the
4.
worst luck of. I started Gerald Everett 2 weeks in a row last year, and he had because he showed upside. I think 1 week he caught like 5 for 60 and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Then I started him 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks in a row, nothing. Let him go. Tyler Higbee went off, and then Everett had like 2 touchdowns, and I'm like, dude, I'm done with this. It's still fun because if you hit, you can talk shit.
Right. Irv
Smith,
Irv Gotti,
and then you got Noah Fant.
No, sleeper.
I'm not. That wasn't my sleeper. That was my too low guy.
Oh,
I got him in the top 16 guy.
Okay.
My sleeper's a doozy.
Oh, no.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it. I'm ready for this.
Cole Kmet.
Never even heard of her.
He's from Notre Dame. He's a rookie out of Notre Dame.
What team does he play on?
Chicago Bears. Bears.
Oh, my goodness.
Jimmy Graham's his mentor. He's ranked
Kmet.
Don't worry. He's ranked 41, 41st.
Cole Kmet.
All right.
6'5", 250, 21 years old.
Notre Dame tight end. He's a beast. So 2 years ago, he's 41st ranked. He was a second-round draft.
Look at this. Best. In Dynasty Leagues, they got him best, number 16.
Yeah, Dynasty League, he's going to be a beast. I'm just hoping he...
so you're looking at the upside right now.
I got him top 30. So backup tight end.
Okay.
All right. I'm saying he's on the top 15. He's got the potential to be...
I like the name.
Give me some Kmet.
Yeah.
Give me some Kmet. So Trey Burton, 2 years ago, he had 76 targets, 569 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Respectable tight end numbers.
Right.
Trey Burton gets hurt last year. The total tight ends for the Bears, 69 total targets. So less than just Burton alone. They were a disaster last year, and you saw what happened. Trubisky kind of fell off.
Right.
So they went out and solidified. They got Jimmy Graham to draft Cole Kmet high. Jimmy Graham's not always doesn't have the greatest bill of health over the years.
Yeah.
And he knows how to play the position. So I think if he gets hurt for any reason, or just period, I think Trubisky, they have the offense to throw, like the Nagy offense. They'd like to get the ball to tight end, especially if you got a guy like Trey Burton.
So down on Trubisky, but
I love
Trubisky. That makes
your
tight end spot that much better.
Yeah. So Kmet, if you run that two tight offense, I think Komet's going to have about Trey Burton number. I think he gets 500 yards, 5-6
So is he
touchdowns.
like a Hunter Henry type?
What do you mean? Like numbers?
Yeah. I mean, like just the way he moves.
Like athleticism?
Yeah.
I think he's fast. I think he's more athletic than Henry.
Oh, shoot. Because
this dude is he's good. I feel like he might be like a Darren Waller almost.
Oh, I like Waller.
Yeah, Waller's a beast.
Yeah.
But
monster. Just a head case.
So, yeah, sleeper pick. I think I'll take him finishing top. He's ranked 41. I'll say top 25. I think he can get in the top 25.
Top 25?
I think by the end of the year.
Komet.
I think
you heard it here
Jimmy
first.
Graham. Yeah. Cole Komet, dude.
All right. I like it.
I might start him.
No, he went from
top 16. Well, last pick of the draft.
16.
I'm taking Cole Komet.
Cole Komet. All right. I'm good with that.
I guarantee Cole Komet is less of a sleeper than Kyle Allen. So, shout out Arts.
Shout out Arts.
All right, who's your sleeper?
I got Ian Thomas.
You love Ian Thomas.
I love Ian Thomas.
You know, Greg Olsen is gone, though.
Right. And then we already have an established quarterback with Teddy Bridgewater. So, I mean, he's been behind Greg Olsen for, the last 2 years? And the guy ran a 4.7, 40-yard dash, as a 36-inch vertical. I mean, I could see this guy probably getting 80, 90 targets this year just based on Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, he's going to have to get a relief valve. I mean,
his relief valve is Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, of course. But, I mean, they got to get the ball down the field, too. I mean, you're not going to just dump it off to Christian McCaffrey every freaking time. But, no, I'm really high on Ian Thomas. I think, what's he, number 22 right now?
Yeah, he's in the 20s.
I think he finishes, maybe top 15. I mean, I know that's not a deep, deep, deep sleeper like Cole Komet, but Ian Thomas, I think.
So you would take, I got Irv Smith at 23, Ian Thomas at 22. So you would take Ian Thomas over Irv Smith?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm taking
Herndon.
Just because of targets. I think with Teddy Bridgewater out there, and they got to open up they got DJ Moore, right?
DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel.
Yep.
And then McCaffrey.
Yep. So I think Ian Thomas, I think he's still young. He's like 22 years old.
Yeah,
the guy's quick. I mean, he's a big dude, super athletic. I'm really high on him this year.
There you go. All right, number one. Who you got? I know you got. I already know.
Yeah, I got Travis.
It's your boy.
Travis Kelce. That's my dog. That's my boy. I mean, you can go back and forth. You could say Kittle, but I think you told me last year what they were tied.
Yeah, Kittle missed 2 games, and I think if you extrapolated the number, it was 205.8 and 205.5 or something. Yeah. And Kelce would have finished one.
Yeah. Either way, it's a coin toss.
But you got Mahomes.
But you got Mahomes. So I have to go with the more reliable quarterback. Right. No knock on Jimmy G.
And Mahomes even missed a couple games last year, and Kelce still finished number one. He gets so many targets.
No knock on Jimmy G, but I've got to go with a better quarterback in this position who's going to get him the ball. And you got a good ground game. You got great guys on the outside. There's going to be plenty of scoring opportunities for somebody like Kelce. I think Kelce's, for me, he's the lock number 1 tight end again this year. Kittle's, you can make an argument for it for sure, but I think Kelce takes the freaking gauntlet.
Well, I got Darren Waller.
Oh, yeah?
So I was looking at it. Kelce, obviously, you can't really argue that because you got Mahomes, you got that offense.
Right.
Kittle, I just think San Francisco's offense spreads it around too much. Obviously, Kittle had a monster year last year, but Deebo Samuel should be coming back soon. They've drafted that.
So you got Waller finishing ahead.
Shanahan, I got Waller number 1. Kelce 2, Kittle. So Waller had a higher catch rate than Kelce last year. He didn't get as many targets. He had 19 less targets than him. He was second in yards behind Kelce, behind 84 yards behind him. And then, but the crazy thing, he only had 3 touchdowns.
So
at the whole year.
But they have Jason Witten this year. I mean, I understand he's in a wheelchair, but
no, he does get open all the time. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But so the first 9 games of the season, Waller had 0 touchdowns.
And they got Henry
Which
Ruggs,
is crazy.
Which is going to open
it up more.
Right.
Waller had to play wide receiver last year. Like, he had to move all over the field. Right. He was playing fullback, wide receiver, tight end.
If Carr starts, he loves him.
Yeah, he's going to get him. He's going to get either the same amount of targets, which he had 19 less than Kelsey, which Kelsey got a ton. So if Carr if he's going to be more open, he's getting more single coverage because they started double teaming Waller.
Right.
Because they had Tyrell Williams on the outside, but that was it. So now you got Ruggs, Tyrell Williams. I think they drafted another guy.
They got
Jason Witten,
Hunter Renfrow still. He's nice.
Yeah, Hunter Renfrow. I just think Waller, I think he's the guy that would dethrone. He's the next tight end. And he's younger. I feel like he's quicker.
I don't know about the next tight end because Kittles is pretty much a lock.
No, they're both.
Next tight end.
They're both
So we got okay.
I think Waller's he's the clear number 3.
Is Kelsey going to be like a Tony Gonzalez in fantasy though? Is he going to be like the zombie? Like Gonzalez went for years getting drafted in the top 3 tight end.
Both those guys. I think Waller. So he had the first 9 games of the season. Remember how good he was? Yeah. How many targets he was getting? He had 0 touchdowns. First 9 games. He was like Julio Jones with the tight ends.
Right.
Then he had a game where he had 1 touchdown, and the next game he had 2. Last five, 0 touchdowns.
All right.
So they're
going to find him in the end zone.
I think Waller's going to be. I think Waller's going to get like 10 touchdowns.
I don't know about no.
2 years ago, Kelsey had 10 touchdowns. I think that's the type of season that Waller's getting. I think Kelsey only had 5, I guess, last year.
So if you're in the position to take a tight end, and you got Kelsey there, and you got Waller, and you got Kittles, you're still taking
the problem is I'm not going to be in that position. Because I'm not going to be like...
Because you're drafting freaking...
No, people are going to take Kelsey and Kittle in the first round. I'll wait and get Cole Kmet.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even have to draft one.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into kickers. All right, recap real quick. 2 high, I got Rob Gronkowski. 2 low, Irv Smith. Number 1 overall is Darren Waller. And my sleeper is Cole Kmet.
Sleeper Cole Kmet.
All right, who you got?
What's 2 high? I got Austin Hooper, and my sleeper is Ian Thomas. Take that one all the way to the bank, by the way. And then 2 low, Noah Fant, and number 1 still Travis Kelce.
All right, let's talk crazy for a minute. Let's get into kickers. I know we didn't prepare for this, but
and kickers. I know, like in our league, it's freaking crazy because there's always kicker bets. I never get in. No, it's wild.
We can't get into that.
$100 a point or whatever.
Can't even get into that. Tucker, everybody's giving me shit last year because I drafted Justin Tucker in like the 5th round.
Dude,
and then I started to see like 8-0. Yeah. Never missed his kicks.
Yeah.
Finished number 2, I think. Did he finish 2 last year? He's ranked number 2 this year.
Number 2 behind Butker.
And then Big Nuts Lutz is 3rd. That's my favorite one because you get to scream Big Nuts Lutz every time he's kicking.
I mean, why is Butker number 1, though?
I think he finished number 1 last year.
Did he? Because they just freaking launch?
Yeah, because he kicked 7,000 extra points also.
I kind of like Will Lutz. I like Lutzy,
Big Nuts Lutz, dude.
Yeah. He's got a hog, I'm sure.
What about Greg the Leg? Greg the Leg went. So where'd he go?
The Leg
he's gone. He's gone, right?
He's in Dallas. This makes it even better.
He's going to be on every primetime game?
Greg the Peg Leg?
He's in Dallas?
Yes, sir.
Greg the Leg is the number 1 kicker this year.
Possibly. I could see that happening. We've been freaking.
But does he miss extra points, though?
I have no idea.
That's the problem. Tucker doesn't miss extra points. Remember,
our league's
savage because miss extra points are -6. You lose a touchdown. So if you're just big Greg Leg, or Big Leg, what's his name? Big Leg Greg, right?
Yeah, Big Leg Greg.
Yeah, but if you're not accurate like Greg, then we got a problem.
Right. What's he kick? 60?
Tucker doesn't miss extra. Tucker missed one last year, and I was furious.
Oh, that's like you said. Was it -6?
Yeah, it's not good.
You can't miss extra points.
I think I had a shot at the bounty.
And he missed it, tanked it.
You gotta be kidding me.
See you later. JT. I don't know. Zerline, yeah. Zerline's number 1. I'm on it.
I mean, draft-wise, no one's picking a kicker, right?
No.
Just kidding, dude. I just told you I picked one in the 6th round. And then I picked the defense.
You know how many times I never pick a kicker?
Yeah, and it backfires, huh?
No, it never.
You're sweating every time there's an extra point.
Never.
Who'd you have? You have Butker that one year.
No, I had Badgley for a little bit, and then I think I went all over the place. It was weekly.
Yeah, it's never fun, dude.
No.
Last year I just said I didn't even have to worry about it. I had Tucker and that was it, and I was like, I'm good. No stress.
Yeah, but I like that.
Because every other year I'd go only Monday night kickers.
I would rather get a weekly kicker. If they're kicking in a dome, I'm picking that kicker. I don't care if he hasn't performed all year. Like, if they're going to put up points, I look at the over.
Like, we're not going to call anybody out right now, but do you remember Adam Vinatieri? How much problems. Adam Vinatieri, or who was it? Vinatieri?
Yeah.
He missed extra point every week, sometimes two. Mm-hmm. It's a disaster.
But if you get the guys that are in a dome, and it's going to be a high scoring, it matters.
Pat, it's going to be a high scoring. You want seven extra points?
I'm the reigning champion. It matters, bro.
All right. So, all right. If you had to pick one kicker, who are you going with?
I'm going to go with Lutz. I mean, I like Zerline. I like Greg Leg, but I'm going to go with Lutz.
So be the number one kicker?
Yep. Just because of the dome.
That's tough. I'm either going Tucker or Big Nut. Yeah, I'm taking Zerline's in a dome too.
Oh, yeah.
Weirdo.
Oh, stupid.
Just so weird. He's like, just because the dome. Yeah, so I'll take Zerline.
Right, well, then I
got Zerline.
I take it back.
Actually, no, I got Tucker.
He's
the clutch gene, dude. He's guaranteed in the top three. Like he doesn't miss anything.
He's got the Mamba mentality.
He just doesn't miss. It's crazy.
I like it.
All right, and then defense. Do we even know? I don't even know who's ranked high.
Let's see here.
Bears.
Probably.
Khalil Mack. Oh, Broncos. That's my number one defense. Points. They got Bradley Chubb.
49ers.
Bradley Chubb and Von Miller about to wreak
Defense
havoc.
and special teams. 49ers, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Buffalo.
That's going to be the number one statistical defense in like the NFL, I think.
They got New England up here? What is that?
That's because they probably didn't count the opted out guys.
Okay.
All right, so you got
I like Buffalo a lot.
Buffalo's going to be the best defense in football, like statistically, just not fantasy. Maybe they will be.
So San Francisco just
I like Denver.
Pittsburgh at number 2.
Yeah, because Minkah Fitzpatrick scored a touchdown every 3 plays last year. You remember that? He got traded? Scored a touchdown every week for like a month.
Are you really putting Baltimore defense, Pittsburgh? I mean, I like Buffalo. Look at that division.
Buffalo is good.
Yeah.
Buffalo's good. I like Denver, though. That's my sleeper. Where are they at?
Denver, 12.
Okay, Bradley Chubb and Von.
They got the L.A. Chargers at 13. I like that.
I like that.
I like
that you said the L.A. Chargers.
Yeah.
I still say San Diego. And I think most L.A. Charger fans still say, I love the San Diego Chargers.
Are you hating right
bolt
now?
Up.
I think you're hating.
Hey, bolt up.
Hey, we're trying to bolt up. We've been trying to bolt up for years.
It. All right. Bradley Chubb, Von Miller, off the edges.
Okay.
Denver, dirty.
So
anything else?
They're slipping in the top 5?
They could.
That's a lot of fumble. Bold statement right now.
That's a lot of top 5. Denver Broncos. That's a lot of fumble recoveries.
All right.
And sacks.
Yeah, that's.
Then you got Deshaun. Is it Deshaun or Deshaun Hamilton? Most times it's
I don't
Deshaun.
like him.
Punt returner.
Yeah,
he can return punts.
All he can do.
Yeah, that's why they drafted 9.
I was super high on him last year. I think I drafted him.
He dropped a lot of balls. All right. Anything else? I know it's football one, but. Are you? Did you happen to catch the score of this game?
No, I didn't.
Lakers are getting wrecked.
So I got Blazers in 7. I'm going to say it here right now.
Yeah, I have the same.
Blazers in 7.
And then if Lakers win, then
what is
fine.
It? Plus?
I don't know.
370 or something.
The series price was that big?
I think it was like 370,
At least you're not a. Did you see Donovan Mitchell drop 57 and lose?
And lost.
He's probably coming to LA in 2 years, right?
Oh, that'd be nice. Him and AD team up.
Where's Donovan? Hey, Stenson's here now. Where's Donovan Mitchell going after his Jazz contract's up?
Boston.
Drop not Utah. Good answer. He'll drop 57, 9, and 7, and
him
can't
and Jaylen
win.
Brown are homies.
Goes to him, Tatum, and there's no way.
I mean,
Kemba?
I don't know how they do it.
Get rid of Kemba? Trade Kemba for him? Mitchell,
Utah,
Tatum, and Brown?
Utah still gets a little bit in return.
I'll play power forward, and then we'll just sign Rory O'Neal.
Yeah, you could sign Jared Solinger right now. Bring him back.
All right. Well, the fantasy football series has come and gone. We are going to do our fantasy football draft on September 5th, I believe. I don't know if we're doing an episode or a live one. I'll fill you in the next coming weeks, but thanks for tuning in, and we are out.